It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news here on KALH, weather always comes first. Extreme heat's going to begin to peak across the desert southwest. Multiple days of hot, dry, and windy conditions are expected to bring fire weather concerns for portions of the Four Corners region into the Great Basin and Rockies. Heavy rainfall and flash flooding threats continue in the southeast. Poor air quality persists in the upper Midwest into the northeast due to wildfire smoke from Canada. Closer to home, a strong high-pressure feature will strengthen and remain centered over the region through at least the end of the week. This is going to keep the region generally hot and dry. Rain chances are going to remain near zero for most of the area through the week. Rain chances and thunderstorm development going to improve slightly for the mountain areas later on this week. We'll have another look at the weather following this news.
This is Range Control, roadblock information for Wednesday, August 6th. Roadblocks are subject to change without notice. Highway 70, Highway 380, Owen Road, Nike Avenue, and War Highway are scheduled to remain open all day.
Well, today is the first day of school for Alamogordo and Tularosa. Oh, settle down. With disaster declarations in place, the Federal Emergency Management Agency inspectors are going door-to-door to assess damage caused by the recent flash flooding. Homeowners in Lincoln County need to have identification documents, proof of ownership, insurance paperwork, repair receipts, and photos of damage in order to receive disaster assistance. Federal disaster assistance signed by President Donald Trump for the state of New Mexico is intended to assist recovery efforts in the areas affected by severe storms, flooding, and landslides from June 23rd to the present. Assistance can now include grants for temporary housing and home repairs, low-cost loans to cover uninsured property losses, and other programs to assist individuals and business owners recover. Federal funding is also available to state, tribal, and eligible local governments and some nonprofit organizations on a cost-sharing basis. Individuals who sustained losses in the designated areas should first file claims with their insurance providers and then apply for assistance online at disasterassistance.gov or call 800-621-3362. The village of Tularosa is lifting the no watering restriction to be able to water 1 day a week. Watering days are going to be Thursdays for even addresses and Fridays for odd addresses. No watering from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. Well, because it's all going to just evaporate anyway if you tried it. The Mescalero Apache tribe announces that the opening of the Mescalero Veterans Park is just around the corner, but the park is currently closed to the public. There's still a few minor details that have to be finalized, so please refrain from entering the park until the grand opening. This Saturday will also be the adoption event of cats and dogs at the White Sands Mall.
Join us at the White Sands Mall Saturday, August 9 and 23 for our Kitty City adoption event.
It'll be hosted by Kitty City and Alamogordo Animal Control. Kathy Denton there speaking with Crazy Radio. The City of Alamogordo presents Fourth Friday with live music by Hear No Evil. The event is free on Friday, August 22nd from 7 until 11 at Washington Park. The Tularosa Kiwanis Club is sponsoring the 2025 Tularosa Christmas Parade, and they're needing support from local kids.
So right now, till August 25th, we are having a drawing contest for our Christmas banners. There will be a total of 3 banners that will be placed one of each entrance of the community, and their artwork will be placed upon this advertisement banner for our Christmas light parades that will be coming up. Children of all ages can go ahead and apply for it. All they have to do is put their drawing on a regular sheet of paper. They can drop it off at any time. They're at the Tularosa Police Department at their dispatch. And we are hoping to get our kids just involved. They're such a vital part of our community, and we want to showcase some of their work that they can do.
Chris Rupp speaking with Crazy Radio. If you have questions, call Chris, 575-430-1002. Well, today is Wednesday. That means we check in what's going on this week at the La Luz Ag Market.
Hey, y'all. It's Olivia with the La Luz Agricultural Market, your favorite Saturday stop for fresh, local, and unforgettable. Every weekend, something special is waiting just for you. Whether you're shopping for farm-fresh eggs, homemade jams, seasonal produce, or handcrafted goods, we've got it all. We're more than a market. We are a community. Come meet over a dozen local vendors. You'll find everything from sweet local honey and small batch goat milk to fresh baked breads, livestock, and herbal remedies that Grandma would swear by. And don't forget the animals. That's right. Bring the kids to pet the goats, feed the chickens, and say hi to some adorable farm friends. Hungry? We've got you covered. We host local food trucks every Saturday to serve hot, homemade meals. Perfect for a late breakfast or an early lunch. We will be hosting Rolling Up this Saturday, so don't miss out on her tasty options. Find us every Saturday from 10:30 a.m. until we sell out at 7298 Highway 5470 in Alamogordo, right between the two pistachio farms. You can't miss us, so whether you're stocking your pantry, supporting small farms, or just looking for something fun to do with the family, come see what makes La Luz Agricultural Market like a farmer's market, but better. Follow us on Facebook at La Luz Agricultural Market to see this week's specials. Got questions? Call me, Olivia, at 575-442-1193. We'll see you Saturday. Don't forget your reusable bag.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Hi, it's me, here to tell you about AlamogordoTownNews.org. This is Otero County's #1 source for local news, sports, and community. Quite frankly, AlamogordoTownNews.org is the big LES news service online. AlamogordoTownNews.org is a Second Life Media affiliated company.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
All passengers aboard a medical transport plane died in a crash near the Arizona-New Mexico border yesterday afternoon. A total of 4 people were on board. The aircraft was on its way to pick up a patient from a nearby hospital when the crash occurred near the Cheney Airport. Next of kin has been notified by CSI Aviation of Albuquerque. The cause of the crash is not yet known at this time. The National Traffic Safety Bureau and the Federal Aviation Administration are investigating. A fire damaged structures on the south side of Gallup. Significant smoke could be seen in the area. The fire spread to a second residence as McKinley County Fire responded to the flames. Crews could be seen leaving the scene of an explosion near a community pantry. No matter their legal status, the city of Albuquerque wants all immigrants to feel safe in New Mexico's largest city. They've unveiled a new executive order to make it happen. Roz Brown explains why the city of Albuquerque has been listed as one of the nation's sanctuary cities.
Mayor Tim Keller says the order clarifies and strengthens city policies against fraud and impersonators, including directing police to go after anyone pretending to be an ICE agent.
Whether it is ICE agents popping out of vans, wearing masks, rounding up people who are not even immigrants, who are Native Americans, who are legally here in the city, whether it's McDonald's or it's Walmart. This has nothing to do with immigration policy. This is more like terror.
Keller says policy enhancements underscore the city's dedication to uphold the rights and dignity of community members and defend them from intimidation. Over the weekend, the head of ICE said he will continue allowing the controversial practice of his officers wearing masks over their faces during their arrest raids. Keller noted there are 20,000 immigrants in the city who annually contribute more than $5 billion in economic activity. Community organizer Fabiola Landeros with El Centro first got in touch with the immigrant workers' rights group when her brother was deported. She says the Trump administration's mass deportation policy is creating fear, chaos, and suffering, impacting families, public safety and health, the educational system, and the economy.
ICE is disappearing people. Imagine feeling afraid every time you leave your home that you will be disappeared, separated from your children, or that you could be held in detention center in a country you're not from. This is against our collective values.
Data show at least 16% of the city's small businesses are run by immigrants. On Sunday, about 300 protesters gathered to demonstrate outside an Albuquerque Walmart, where earlier this month, ICE agents tased a man they were attempting to arrest. I'm Roz Brown reporting.
The United States Department of Justice has published a list of municipalities that have been identified as having policies, laws, or regulations aimed to impede federal officials from enforcing immigration laws. White House spokeswoman Caroline Levitt.
It's quite simple. Obey the law, respect the law, and don't obstruct federal immigration officials and law enforcement officials when they are simply trying to remove public safety threats from our nation's communities.
Albuquerque was placed on the list of cities that have been identified as sanctuary cities. New Mexico coffee and tea houses are starting to feel the pinch from the new tariffs, pushing higher prices on their supplies. Janelle Boyle is the owner of Corrales Teas and Chocolates. She spoke with KRQE.
We have charges up to 300% on some things coming out of China, and it changes day to day what the prices are. So you constantly have to be on the computer to see what the prices are, and you hurry up and try to get in an order before the prices go up or down.
Boyle says the inconsistent market now has the tea house raising prices and shifting daily operations to reservations only. Charles Baca is the co-owner of Burning Daylight Brewing Company.
We all know because of the uncertainty in the market, people are less likely to spend on the luxury items such as coffee or food in our case as well. And so we're building that trust by staying consistent with prices.
The coffee supply market has also faced pressure this year because of weather-related impacts. Coffee from Brazil, which is the United States' largest source, is expected to be subject to a 50% tariff slated to begin today. You could be one of 31,000 New Mexican taxpayers missing out on a total of $14.3 million in unclaimed child tax credits. If you are, the New Mexico Taxation and Revenue Department may be in touch with you soon. They're notifying people who missed out on that credit in 2023 and 2024, but may have been eligible. If you qualify, you may get a letter in the mail. The department is sending letters titled, Notice of Potential Tax Refund Available to Taxpayers Who Did Not Claim the Child Tax Credit, but appear eligible for $100 or more based on their income, filing status, and exemptions. The credit is available for parents who make less than $350,000 a year and have qualifying dependents. Families earning $25,000 or less can receive up to $600 per qualifying child. Amounts are adjusted annually for inflation and phase out as income rises. If you're eligible and missed out, you can file or amend returns for free on the Secure Taxpayer Access Point. In 2023, 247,000 taxpayers claimed $134.9 million from the credit, while 240,000 taxpayers have claimed $131.9 million so far in 2024. The Los Lunas Fire Department is offering free Narcan and gun locks for the community. Fire Chief John Gabaldon says it's something everyone should have in hopes they'll never have to use it. He spoke with KOB.
Initially, when we got into this, we had spoken about having access to our first responders. And as it turned out, we can get it up to the public. So we went ahead and we're opening it up to the public.
Gabaldon says in partnership with Women in Leadership, they are able to offer tools to the public at no cost. He says they were approached to host this idea, and he couldn't say no. While overdoses are common, they have not seen an uptick. Regardless, he says he wants to be a part of the solution.
People come in, we're going to offer any training they might need, to build confidence with it and make sure that individuals across the area know how to use it and what it's for and not to be afraid of it.
Gabaldon says to remind people that overdoses can happen to anyone, and it's a conversation that needs to be had. If you're interested in getting any of the items from the vending machine, simply walk inside and speak to someone inside the fire station.
Every summer, it happens, again and again. A parent steps away for just a minute, but that minute can turn deadly. On a hot day, the temperature inside a parked car can soar by 20 degrees in just 10 minutes. Even with the windows cracked, the heat builds fast, becoming a deadly trap for a child. Children's bodies heat up 3 to 5 times faster than adults. Heat stroke can begin when a child's body reaches 104 degrees. At 107 degrees, it can be fatal. Last year alone, 24 children died in the U.S. from being left in hot cars. Each one preventable. Never leave a child in a vehicle, not even for a minute. Look before you lock. This message is brought to you by the Alamogordo Fire Department and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Protect kids, prevent tragedy.
Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies. Mostly clear tonight, sunny tomorrow. Your high today in the basin, 98. Low tonight of 72. High tomorrow, 99 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly sunny today. Partly cloudy tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow. High today for Cloudcroft, 78. Low tonight of 54. High tomorrow, 77 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and you can learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. And that concludes this Wednesday edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.